Alrighty, good morning everyone. It is 9 o'clock and we're good to go. Right, we're into March and we're into this new block, so we're going to pull together some of the things we've been working on into this epic workout. So we've got a stretchy warm-up and then we're into the main set, which can be a sequence of movements which you've been working on, which you know, but putting all of those in together with zero recovery, really building up that fatigue. Anyway, all that fun stuff is to come. Let's do a warm-up and then we'll get into that. This is a stretchy warm-up, so if you want to do slightly different stretches to what I do, or something's going to work better for you, feel free to do it. Right, live class are good to go, recording class, wherever you're doing this. Let's go, we're going to take it down onto the floor and go straight into our downward facing dog. So we can find ourselves in kneeling position, tuck the toes and lift up straight into a downward facing dog. And as we go into these stretches, easing into these positions, just bringing the body into those stretching, lengthening positions. So in downward facing dog, lengthening the arms, lengthening the torso, perhaps feeling some stiffness through those limbs, which you can just gradually allow to ease. So certainly not forcing these positions or stretches, just allowing the body to find its way into them. So feel that lengthening through the torso, through the arms, perhaps some lengthening tension through the back of the legs. And again, it's not forced. It's just allowed to release and lengthen. Nice. Okay, from here, we're going to bring the knees down to the floor. We're going to bring the forearms down, lengthen the legs behind and allow the hips to come down towards the floor and extend gently through the length of the spine. Feel that nice extension. I like to think of this almost like you're being pulled forwards through the top of the head. So you're lengthened and expanded through the length of the spine. So it's an expansive feeling through the chest, through the ribs, through the torso, as those shoulder blades settle down the back. Breathe. And from there, allow the hips to lift back up again. We're going to walk the hands back, allow the hips to settle down over the heels now. And again, the fingertips walk forward so you get that lengthening and expansive feeling through the torso. Good. Okay, keep going with that. We've just got someone coming in. Okay, last join of the live class. Okay, so we're lengthening through to the fingertips here. And from there, bring it right back up. And we're going to find high plank position. So into that high plank position, allow the arms to lengthen, the shoulder blades to settle down. Breathe into that position. Nice. Okay, let's go into a runner's lunge here. We're going to take the left foot step forwards and find a runner's lunge. So long, lengthened stance. And if it's more comfortable for you, you can pop that back knee down on the floor, but try and open the chest forwards. So there's some forward facing energy there. Does that make sense? And again, feel any tightness or stiffness through the legs and just see if you can breathe some life into those limbs. Okay, so with or without that knee lifted, place that right hand down on the floor and we'll open up through the left. There. Okay, just working with the range of movement that's available to you. And you could really lengthen that back leg, or if it feels better, just allow it to hang. Breathe, feel that openness through the chest. Nice. Okay, can we take that hand, place it down on the inside of the left foot and open through that right side. You don't even have to lift that arm, just open out through that chest and shoulder. If you like, you could open out through that arm, just as long as we're not contorting ourselves around and closing that shoulder. So keeping open through that right side. Nice. Right, arm comes back down, refine runner's lunge, and then perhaps just walk that back foot in just a little bit and either kneel down and lift up or transition straight into crescent lunge, lifting the arms. Arms drawing up towards the ceiling. Nice. Okay, and from there, circle the arms around, place them on the hips, and then straighten that front leg and gently fold at the waist, just to wherever feels achievable for you. Folding at the waist, feel that length through that front leg. Almost extending through the toes on that front foot. There, you might feel that tension through the hamstrings in the back of that leg. Nice, and then allow yourself to hinge back up to vertical, soften that front leg, refind crescent lunge, re-lift the arms up. Think about your warrior two position. Can you transition into warrior two? So circle the arms around to the horizontal, flatten that back foot, side facing alignment, warrior two. Open through the chest, open through the hips. 2 stretches from here, backhand on the back leg, reach up high, lengthen, expansive through the ribs. Back to horizontal, refind warrior two, and then bring it all forwards, reaching forwards with the fingertips of that front hand, support on the leg, and then reach up high with the back arm. Nice, feel that opening through the torso. Refind horizontal, refind warrior two, and then circle it around, find runner's lunge, down on the floor, shine the chest forwards, and then step back into high plank, and refind your symmetry. Good. All right, stepping forwards with the right foot. We'll do the same thing here on the other side, and then we're into the main part of the workout. So runner's lunge, right foot forwards. So if you're with me, it's right foot forwards, shine the chest forwards, runner's lunge. Yeah, again, breathing life into any tired or achy or stiff limbs here. Allowing that movement to come, but not forcing it. Left hand on the floor, lift up with the right. Open, expansive, and lengthened. Nice. Feel any movement you have here, even just shuffling around, just to feel awake through those limbs. Can we switch hands? Right hand comes down, inside of the right foot. Open up through that left shoulder. And again, you don't even need to lift, but it's that energy of openness through that left shoulder. You can even bring that arm out to the side or lift it up. But again, as long as you're not contorting. So temptation is to reach, but round, open is the energy that you want through the shoulder and through the chest. Good. All right, bring that hand back around, refine runner's lunge, walk that back foot in just a little bit, and then either kneel, lift straight up into crescent lunge. There. Okay, shuffle yourself as you need to, so you feel grounded and balanced. And then circle the arms around onto the waist, lengthen that front leg, and then hinge forwards from the waist. So the legs are in that sort of triangular pyramid shape, and we've hinged forwards from the waist. Yeah, feel the length to that front foot. And then bring that back up straight, rebend that knee, lift the arms up, crescent lunge. Imagine your warrior two and transition into it. Lengthen, side facing, shoulder blades down, backhand, back leg, reach up. Nice. Back to the horizontal. Feel that groundedness through the feet, that length through the stance. Take it forwards, extending forwards through to the fingertips on the front leg, and reach up, even forwards, if that works for you. Bring it back around. We've refined warrior two. And then think of your runner's lunge, circle the arms around, refine that position, and then step back into a high plank, refine symmetry, lift up into downward facing dog, lengthen. Notice how the body feels more awake, more alive, more movable. And then step it forwards into a forward fold before working your way all the way back up to standing. Reach high, circle round, shrug it out, and ready. Right, when you're ready, take it into a jog on the spot. All right, so team, we're awake, we're good to go. We've got a sequence of movements coming up. So these are movements that you do know, but we're going to take it through with no recovery in between, working on one side all the way through the 8 movements. So you build up that fatigue, you build up that work, and then we're going to switch sides. We'll do that a couple of times. So the idea is that you build up that work, you're reinforcing form and function, particularly through the hips, through here, through the alignment of the knees, that alignment of the torso, all of those things that you're very capable at. All right, speed that up just a little bit. Speed it up a little bit more. And then wind that right up for 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax it down, get your breath back. Right, so as we go through these movements, if you need to do something slightly different, if you need to take a little break and march that out, that's fine. Hopefully you should find this challenging. Let's see how we get on. Right, we're going to go with the timer straight away. 30 seconds on each one. When the bell goes, we'll transition to the next movement and I'll tell you what's coming up. We're going to start out with a simple knee lift. So we're going to be doing right knee lifted first. We're going to stand up tall. And our first one is simply transferring the weight onto the left foot. And it's going to be a right knee lift up and then lower back down. Right knee up, right back down. Okay, so this is going to be your first one. I'm going to place hands on the hips so I can tell there's no rolling in the pelvis here. And your back is up straight. All right, I'm going to set the timer going. And we're going to be away. So stand tall, right knee lifts. That's our timer away. Hopefully you can hear that now. All right, so we're here for 30 seconds. So control, focus. I'm touching down with the toes. I'm reaching that leg forwards. By extending through to the toes, I can touch the floor. If I was reaching with the heel, I wouldn't be able to touch it. It's the extension of the foot which allows me to touch down. That tells me that the back is up straight and nothing else has changed. We're going into a knee lift after this. So we're going to bring that knee up to hip height and extend from there. So standing kick out, same leg. There, nice. So I said that fatigue is going to build up. So already you might feel some work in that standing hip. And if it gets to a point where you just need to come out of this, that's fine. Go ahead and do that. March it out for a few moments and then jump right back in. Right, after this, we're going into a static lunge. So you're going to be stepping back with this right foot. There's your timer, step back into a lunge position, back up straight, static lunge, down and up. So really strict with your form here. The back is up straight. Back knee goes down towards the floor and we go up from there. Good. Nice, right, 10 seconds left here, and then you're going into a lunge up. So with this leg that's back, that's going to drive forwards into that knee drive. You can set the arms up if you need to. There's your change. Transition into a lunge up, back to the lunge. There. Nice. So again, you can feel that fatigue building up through this sequence. Some of the movements, you get a little bit of a respite, a little bit of change of emphasis. 10 seconds left here, and then this right leg is doing a side lunge. Last few lunge ups, then I'm going to be stepping out to the side with this right leg. There's time, so right leg steps out to the side and pushes up high. Right leg bend, push up high. I'm going to do the version where I keep the feet on the floor and I'm focusing on that push right back up. There, so the hip comes forwards and then down into that side lunge. Nice, last few seconds here. Then we're going to step together into a deadlift. Okay, so step the feet together, hinge forwards from the waist. Imagine you've got those weights here. We brought them down in front of the shins. So no weights required, body weight deadlift, hinge forwards from the waist. But I want you to get this movement really dialed in so the back stays up straight. Your movement after this is a single leg deadlift. So the right foot is going to be lifted. You're going to transition into what looks like a donkey kick. So from here, we lift, transition. There's that donkey kick position. Bring it right back up. Notice how that is pretty much identical to the deadlift you were just doing, except you're on a single leg. So single leg deadlift, allowing that right leg to float out behind. Last few seconds here, and then last interval is back to knee lift. Stand tall, right leg lifts up, touch down in front, knee lift up. Okay, so we're finishing where we started, knee lift. Stand tall, feel how that hip here has been working all the way through. Posture is up straight. Okay, good. Right, 10 seconds left here. Right, this is our sequence of movements. So there were 8 intervals there. Familiar movements pieced together. Okay, there's time, march it out. Right, good team. How did you manage through that? Hopefully, fairly confidently, because they're movements that we've done loads of times. We've just pieced them together into a sequence. All right, so same thing on the other side. All right, so you can set up. We're doing knee lift with that left foot lifted this time. So stand tall, hands on hips, lift up. So make sure you switch sides. Touch down, in front, and knee lift up. Right, timer is about to start. So get that movement going. All right, 30 seconds here. So do you get what I mean by touching down with the toes? So I'm having to extend through that foot so that nothing else changes. So again, if I try to do that with the heel, I can't touch down, but I extend through the toes. If I could touch down with the heel, that tells me that I've changed my posture to allow me to do that. So there. Okay. So we went from this into kick-outs. So the knee comes up to hip height, stand tall still, and kick out. Stand tall, shoulder blades settle down. So if you do all of these movements with strict form, each repetition should be challenging. I can feel this standing leg working. I can feel the hip flexors working here. I can feel that length to the hamstrings. After this, when we step in back into that static lunge. Okay, so stepping back, find a standing lunge or static lunge, static standing lunge. That'll do, and down and up. Nice, so bringing some work into those quads through here. Feel that push from that back leg. So you don't have to change the movement, but just feel that push you can get from that back leg. You're going into a lunge up next. Lunge up. So now that push comes from the front leg as you drive up into that knee lift position that you were in a moment ago. Really strict with your form, aware of how the body's moving. Nice. Okay, so after lunge ups, we're going into a side lunge. It's going to take this left leg out to the side. There's time. Step out to the side, side lunge, and then I'm just going to power up from there. So feel how you push the hips back. So stick your bum back as you go down into that lunge, and then drive the hips forwards as you come out. Nice, taking into a deadlift after this. There's time, stand tall, deadlift down. So find that symmetry. And really reinforcing that alignment and that hip hinge. So you're going to be doing that same thing when you go onto a single leg. So this time it's going to be left foot that lifts and left leg that's sent back into that donkey kick position. So deadlift, hinge from the waist. Now do it on a single leg, left foot lifted, hinge forwards from the waist. I'm having to slow this one down to keep balance. So making sure that hinge comes from the waist. We're not slouching or rounding through the back. Back to knee lift after this. There's time, back to knee lift. Lift up, touch down, lift up, touch down. Standing tall, good. So this is building up that stamina, that resilience of all of those postural supported muscles, as well as all of those strong prime movers. That resilience of good form and your best alignment. All right, there's time. Whoa, march that out. All right, good stuff, team. We are going to do a repeat on those. So, how is it 9:22 already? I'm going to do a little active recovery here, and then we're going to go whiz through those again. Right, so your active recovery, just march that out for a moment. We've got 6 intervals coming up, and not 30 seconds, but 20 seconds, so shorter intervals. Oh, you're not going to like this one. Okay, team, we're working on a squat to knee drive movement. Squat to knee drive. Can we do that? Squat to knee drive. All right, we're going to do this in 20-second intervals. First 20 seconds is going to be slow. All right, so we're going to go down into that squat and a controlled knee drive up. Away you go. So nice, slow, controlled movement. We're doing this for 2 minutes continuously. Squat to knee drive. First 20 seconds is slow. So slow this down. And already the implication that it's going to get quicker. This next block of 20 seconds, medium speed. So speed this up, almost like a regular tempo. So it's a fluid movement, squat to knee drive. So we've had slow, medium. Oh, I wonder what's coming next. 5 seconds, then you're going to go fast. Ready. Squat to knee drive, fast, go for 20 seconds. So same form, same movement, but now you're powering through this. Bang. You're going for it. 10 seconds left at this tempo. You're going to take it back to medium after this. Last few seconds. Now drop it down to medium. So it's still fluid, still flowing through this movement. It's not slow, medium pace. Last 5 seconds, then you're going back to fast. Oh yeah. Ready? Right, go fast. 20 seconds. Yes, this was described as active recovery. 10 seconds left. This is fast, isn't it? 5 seconds, then you're taking it back to slow. Take it back to slow. So standing tall on that knee drive. Feel that extension, you can get to that standing leg. Slowing this down. Nice. Last few seconds. And time. Youch. March that out. All right, leaving the interval timer alone, we're going to make our way back through that sequence on each side and then cool down from there. All right, team, well done. Just march that out for a moment. Whew. All right, stand tall. Right leg lifts, hands on hips. Knee lift, we touch down with the toes. We lift up for 1, down, 2, 3, 4, stand taller, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold it up high, stand tall. Kick outs for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Step back, static lunge. Find your alignment, drop it down. Push up, 1, 2, 3. Feel that nice stretch through that back leg. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Arms in sprinter. Lunge up for 1 and back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Out to the side. Side lunge, push up for 1. Side lunge, 2, 3, 4. Good. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Take it into a deadlift, hinging forwards from the waist. Drive up high for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Single leg deadlift, right leg extends back. We're going to hold this one here. So this is your donkey kick position. hinged forwards from the waist. It's like that deadlift. It is that deadlift on a single leg for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sweep it forwards, back to knee lift. Stand tall, hands on hips. Touch down, knee lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Should be lifting right knee. 5, 6, 7. Extend that standing leg. 9 and 10. And down, march it out. Ooh, good work, team. We've just got time to do this through on the other side. Stand tall. We got this. Knee lift up. Left leg. Hands on hips. Toes down. Lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lift up, hold, stand tall, kick out. 1, nothing else changes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Step back into standing static lunge. Back up straight, down and up for 1, 2. Good work, team. Nearly there. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Step it forwards, step it to the side. Nearly forgot what we were doing there. Side lunge. Power up and back down. Whoa, what happened to lunge ups? We'll do it the other way around. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Pivot round, make sure the left foot is back into the lunge, lunge ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Feet down, deadlift, hinge forwards, bring it up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Send that left leg back into donkey kick, holding this here for 10 seconds, hinged forwards from the waist, standing leg soft. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sweep it forwards, knee lift. Stand tall, toes down, lift up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome. Feet down, hands on floor. Send the legs back into high plank. Lift up into downward facing dog. Very quick stretch. Awesome work, team. Good job. Lengthen. Perhaps feel that aliveness you've got. Aliveness through the body. But yeah, more movement, more freedom of movement through this downward facing dog. Take it back into a high plank. There. Good. And then I'm going to drop the right knee, step forwards with the left into a hip flexor stretch and open up high. Lengthen. Feel that openness, feel that stretch. Gently releasing into that stretch as that extra range of movement becomes available. Breathe. Okay, circle that around, switch legs and reach high. And it's just gone 9:30, so we'll finish the stretch and then wind up from there. But an epic workout there, lots to get through, lots of form to be aware of and to concentrate on. Hopefully you got, I felt that fatigue coming in, and it should have got to that point where it feels like I can't do any more of this. That's good. It builds up that stamina, that endurance and that resilience. Bring that around, work your way back up to standing and roll it back up and shrug out the shoulders and march it out. But hopefully you should also feel encouraged that you can do those movements, that you can piece them together into a sequence, that these are things you have worked at and are more manageable now from that very first time that you came into a class. Team, kudos for showing up, kudos for doing this workout. We are back in, usual time for the live class on Wednesday, 7:30, Wednesday morning. I will see you then. Have a great week, team. See you next time.